Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium, the site of tonight's SBC River Lake rivalry matchup between the Norwalk Truckers and your Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes. Nate Boland's on the call tonight with Tommy Hall. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Cadet Mexican Restaurant in the Tiffin Mall. Of course, you're tuning into the pregame show here, brought to you by Rogers Flowers, Tommy Hall, Nate Boland's. Boy, it is great to be back in the saddle with you again, partner.
Oh, absolutely. As my cousin always used to say, what's causing all this? And I'll tell you what, Travis King and his Tiffin Tornado squad coming back stronger than ever with after last season, finishing at 18-6, going on a nice little run there, trying to establish the standard here for Tiffin Columbian in the 2020s and beyond. And Travis King has really had this squad rolling just from the time that we had the privilege of covering a lot of Tiffin Columbian games. Travis King first took over. I mean, kind of a slippery slope to start. And man, he's had this squad clicking on all cylinders. And I can't wait to see what for Tiffin Columbian to come out and see what this 2022-23 squad has in store for us as Norwalk comes into the night. SBC Lake rivalry, kind of a mirror matchup. A lot of lost graduation made a nice sectional run last year as a Division II sectional champ. This year coming in with a new coach, Steve Gray, the former coach after 21 seasons on his sport run. Hands beat over to Coach Adam Crusher. And the Norwalk Truckers are already off to a good start. 1-0 on the season after dispatching Ashland in week 1.
So we're just about ready to get started here as Tiffin Columbian has yet to play a game this season, but yeah, I fixed it, Greg. It was earlier. It should be fine now. The issue with Tommy's sound, it should be fine now. It was at first we had a little bit of an issue with the sound, but it's fixed. Appreciate that. Pretty good with the nice toss. The pregame warm-up shirt. It should be good. I don't know. Should be fine. Once again, we're here in the pregame show brought to you by Rogers Flowers. Tommy, let's talk about the keys of the game. Of course, our broadcast tonight is presented by Cadet Mexican Restaurant, but they also always bring us the keys to the game. And Tommy, tonight, I think the key for me is keep everything under control. Try to keep those emotions under control. Try to keep it calm, keep it steady. And I mean, leading the way for this team, Logan Beeston, he got to be the pace setter tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And for this young squad, after that 2022 campaign, coming into tonight, we got a lot of new moving parts with this Tornado offense. So I don't expect them to push it down on the floor too quickly. Just get rhythm going, get in your set, and get the ball in the hands of your playmaker.
Absolutely. So once again, we're just about ready for tip-off here between Tiffin Columbian and Norwalk. Oh, the lights are out. And that means only one thing. It's time for the spotlight to come on. And the starting lineup for the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes is set to be introduced. So Tommy, we talked about the keys of the game. I think the key of the game for this squad, stay under control. Keep it calm. Don't let your emotions get the best of you tonight. But what do you think? If you got to take any guess as to what that key to the game is for you, what do you think it should be?
You're going to come out and you're going to try to act like the more experienced squad on the floor. As we talked about, both squads losing a lot of graduation last year, trying to get a feeling out process early. You just trust the process and trust in what your coaches have implemented. Just go out there, take care of business, and start gelling the early part of the season.
What is going on with this? I don't know. Hopefully we keep you sound on time because it's acting like it's being weird. So let's switch your mic input here. Maybe that'll make things a little bit better here. How about that? Let's try that. Check, 1, 2. We good to go? I hope so because we are ready to go. Tip off. Once again, tonight's broadcast brought to you by, presented by Cadet Mexican Restaurant. We want to thank our sponsors. Thanks to Cadet Mexican Restaurant, UIS Insurance and Investments, First National Bank of Sycamore, Philip MSD Sauce Company, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, CPC Food Service, Roger Flower, Silent Science and Graphic Inc., Restaurant and Delivery, Hawkeye IT, TJ Willis, Fine Foods, Beatles, Fame Collision, 5-Star Maintenance, Auto Electric, and Sarah Century 21 Bookie in Tiffin. Ball is up. his senior season now. Leading the way for Tiffin Columbian. He led the HSBB last year in points, assists, and assists to turnover. So,
came into tonight with 1,161 points, 349 from the all-time. And he gets one more closer, 348, as Norwalk takes over and pushes it down the floor.
The Truckers in the corner, they step up for the shot and they drain it from mid-range. Nice shot there by Braden DeMuth, senior, 5'11" guard. Hopefully we got our sound issues figured out here. Pass down low. Rogo goes up for the shot, off the glass, no good. It's tipped away and rebound grabbed by Norwalk. 2-1.
Ashton Cole, the only true returning starter from last year's squad, makes a little spin move inside, and he gets the jumper to go.
4-1 Norwalk. 6:55 left to play here in the first period. And we got a foul
once again
off the ball. This one's going to go on Ashton Coe. No, I believe that was on number 4. Sorry, that was Mason Gamble called for the foul. That's his second foul, so he takes a seat now.
Right.
With just a minute and a half, actually a minute and 15 seconds played here in the first quarter. 2 quick fouls for Gamble.
Unenviable task for Gamble as he's burdened with the task of guarding that.
Rogo in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by the Truckers. Yeah, nobody would want to guard that. Logan Beeson, I mean. Rogo with the steal, and it's poked away, goes out of bounds. Last touched by Rogo. That, of course, is Bryce Rogo, number 2. Braden Rogo, number 3. So we'll have to keep that in order tonight, Tommy. Bryce 2, Braden 3. Ashton Coe takes the inbound. Passes it over the timeline now. On the left wing. Grayson Mawson passes it into the paint. They go up with the shot, off the rim, no good. That was Coe.
You see like a 2-3 low presence by the Tornadoes to start this one. Not too afraid of what they're seeing that passed around at the top of the key, giving up no open lanes on the inside.
Shot on the perimeter is no good by Zach Shawberry. Rebound grabbed by the Tornadoes. Down low. Outside, Shawberry for 3, and he got his change there, Tommy. Yeah. Ties it up at 4 apiece.
Isaac Garcia had the chance for the dining dish there, saw the open man on the wing and decided to pass it out, and it resulted into a big 3 to knock this one up 4-4, Nate.
Truckers have possession, tied at 4 apiece. 5:25 left to play here in the first period.
You're watching this SBC Lake matchup right here on Heart of Ohio Sports on your Facebook Live, YouTube. Go to our YouTube page, like, subscribe, share with your auntie, uncle, whoever can't be at the game, and let them know Heart of Ohio Sports is streaming this one, Tiffin Columbian and Norwalk, live and paywall free.
You reminded me. I'm going to go share it myself, actually. So if you haven't done so and you're watching the broadcast, please help us out. Share the video. I know we had some audio issues at first, but we got those sorted out. We're good to go. So let's tune in and let's get locked in now, Tommy.
Yeah, tight quarters for 3 larger men.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
You have some...
Into the paint, up with the shot, no. Beeston grabs the rebound. That was Ben Rothhart on the shot. Isaac Garcia now with it over on the left wing.
A lot of legacy players for these Truckers. You see some familiar names like a Jordan Perriott coming in as a junior.
Beeston knocks down the 3 in the face of the Truckers. 7-4 Tiffin Columbian.
And going back to who you talked about, Ben Rothhart.
Yeah, very familiar face.
Very familiar name too. Got a lot of athletes over there in Norwalk.
Absolutely. Rothhart, just a sophomore. Feels like we've been calling his name for a few years now. A lot of playing time as a freshman on both The gridiron and the hardwood.
Had a 6'4" sophomore with room to grow. He's all man in the yard wide as Norwalk continues to pass this one at the top of the key. No shot clock at the high school level, so you ain't got to worry. Just take your time.
DeMuth driving down baseline, throws it away.
DeMuth forced in an uncomfortable situation where he had to pick to drive the lane, Nate. Had no open lane, and again, can't turn and pivot like that. Forced to throw it away there. Now Tiffin Columbian. This is what you like to see.
Tornadoes on a 6-0 run now. Beeston, corner three, in and out. Rebound grab by Rothar. Ashton Coe brings it into the forecourt now for the Truckers. Shawberry on defense. Zach Shawberry now entering his sophomore campaign. Tommy, it seems like he's grown about 4 inches since last year. I think he was only 5'11" last year, 6'3" listed on the roster. And it seems like he's got to get a little bit more of those Scudette Mexican restaurant meals in him. Bulk out some of that frame, but man, 6'3", 150-pound sophomore, figures to see some extended minutes this year. Logan Beeston, top of the key, calls out the set. Down low.
Oh, stolen away.
Tried to split it in between two defenders, but stolen away by the Truckers. Coe into the paint, up with the shot, puts it up and in, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for a three-point play.
That's what we talk about when you get into your side of the court, you want to into the forecourt, you want to start kind of establishing your rhythm. You don't want to get too antsy or get out of sync, because as you see, keep the turnovers to a minimum.
And they missed the free throw. Beeston comes down with the rebound. Rogo pulls up, mid-range, no. Rothar grabs the rebound. That's one of those shots early in the possession where there was nobody down low there, Tommy, to gather the rebound. So
yeah, a little miscommunication as you get into your set.
I think he just felt confident, stepped into it. Just couldn't get that one to go. 2:38 left to play here in the first period. 7-6 Tiffin Columbian. Coe drives into the paint, up with the shot, puts it up and in. Ashton Coe. That is his 4th point of the ball game. Actually make that his 6th point. He's got 6 out of the 8 for the Truckers. Beeston, touch pass back out to Rogo. Now Garcia, back out. Braden Rogo for 3, in and out. Rebound grab by the Truckers.
5,000 shots this summer.
Coe drains the mid-range shot, and now the Truckers open up a 10-7 lead. This has been a streaky game here, Tommy.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't start losing sight of the runs.
Rogo for 3, off the back of the rim, no. Rebound grab by the Truckers. Grayson Malson.
The deep ball with no one on the offensive board has allowed Norwalk to kind of chop away at that 6-0 run that the Tornadoes had.
Beeston to Garcia. Garcia feeds Shawberry on the left wing. Now back over to Beeston. Reset. Calls out the offensive set now. Sends the man in motion. Garcia on the right wing. Out to Rogo. That's Bryce. Now over to Beeston. Beeston, cross court. Garcia drives the baseline. Spin move. Back out to Shawberry for 3. Off the front of the rim, no.
Another clunker.
They're falling in love with that three-point shot early. They got to get some better looks at the basket. Maybe get a little bit more inside the arc to get those shots to fall and then gain that confidence to step back.
As you know, with Coach Travis Ken, he comes from that Heidelberg tree where that controlled chaos is definitely implemented. So normally like to take their chances early, try to build runs and bury teams early on. That way they can just put their foot on the gas. And thus far, Norwalk holding in defensively. And that was stolen away by Garcia.
Rogo
up, lays it in.
Braden Rogo with a nice shot off the glass. Nice feed there by Shawberry. And the Tornadoes within 1 now. Coe over to Rothar. 25 seconds left here in the first period. And they're going to get a 10-second, yeah. That's a 10-second violation on the Truckers. They inbounded it with 33 seconds. I said, it's getting close.
Low mental miscue there. Even the fans and the student section,
yeah,
they knew what was going on there.
10-9, Norwalk. 20 seconds left here in the first period. Garcia brings it into the forecourt now. He'll set the pace. Beeston with the ball now, working on Coe. Beeston.
Look at that.
Cross-court pass. Garcia spots up from three. Off the rim, no. Beeston grabs the rebound, puts it back up and in. And Logan Beeston closes out the quarter to give the Tornadoes a 1-point advantage. 11-10 is your score. Tiffin Columbian will step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports right here on the
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
All right, we are back after a quarter of action, Nate. Here at Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium, and Logan Beeston able to close out the quarter to give the Tornadoes a lead. And man, what a season, his senior campaign. And the bloodline there for Tiffin Columbian runs deep with the Beeston family. As you know, his dad played at Lakota, assistant coach at Columbian, but mom, Angie Beard, 1,161 points at Columbian. Both Tiffin Columbian and Baldwin Wallace, Athletic Hall of Famer in basketball.
That's right.
Man, there's a lot to live up there for a young Logan Beeston as he comes into tonight with over 1,100 points, 348 from the all-time held by Tony Eisenhard.
You know, it's going to take a lot to get there, but if he scores at the pace that he's used to, with Rothar grabbing the offensive board, putting it back up and in, putting the Truckers on top by one. But if he scores at the clip he's used to scoring at, Tommy, I'd say by about game 15, 16, we should be hearing his name mentioned in the record books. And look at Shawberry knocking it down from the left wing. That's a three. Truckers work it into the forecourt.
Full court press to start this.
Down to Rothar. Oh, nice move on New Love as he takes advantage of the size advantage there.
Look at Shawberry.
Oh, nice move by Shawberry to the basket,
but floated to the basket there.
Unable to finish. And now the Truckers have possession, tied at 14 apiece. 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Coe works it into the forecourt. Garrett DeMuth. Ben Rothar now over to DeMuth. This one's Braden DeMuth. Braden down low.
Clean look.
And stripped away by Garcia. That one goes out of bounds off of the Tornadoes. So it'll stay with the Truckers with 6:37 left to play here in the first half. Logan Beeston checks back into the game.
Yeah, DeMuth found an open lane there. Just was a little not too quick on the trigger there. Allows the defenders to get right back in his face, and this one rolls our way.
Well, that one goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Tornadoes. Tied at 14 apiece. I don't think anybody wants the ball.
Who we got inbound in here? Garrett Prenzlin.
Senior. Now, I talked with Travis Kinn about this squad, and there's a lot of unfamiliar faces for Tornado fans that watched that fun run last year, that magical run. Now, Garrett Prenzlin is a senior, but he hasn't played in a few years, Tommy. He hasn't played since his freshman campaign, or I think his 8th grade year. He just decided he wanted to come back this year. Beeston spots up from three, no good. Rebound grabbed underneath by Brayson Malson.
Well, it's hard to stay away when it's a love, when it's something that you haven't had in your life in a minute, and then you see what's growing here in the community, what's growing with this program. I mean, how could you not want to be part of it?
Absolutely.
You're part of it right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Tiffin Columbian, Norwalk, tied off 14 here. It's stolen
under
away.
The basket. Garcia, nice feed from Shawberry. And Zach Shawberry grabs the steal, feeds Garcia, cutting to the basket. And the Tornadoes take a 16-14 lead. And that's what you need there, Tommy. You need a little bit more of that.
Yeah, we talk about that season last year, 19-6, 9-3 on the 21-22 campaign. And then Logan Beeston, SBC Lake Player of the Year in 2022, committing to Hillsdale. And now this 2023 squad that Travis Kins put together, some tremendous athletes like we talked about.
Yeah.
Both the Rogo twins, and it's hard to believe that these guys are already in their junior campaign.
That's
Logan
unbelievable.
Beeston in his senior campaign. We've seen these guys evolve and really mature into their basketball IQ that, you know, they always say the best thing about playing a freshman is they become sophomores.
That's right. Absolutely right. DeMuth takes the inbound pass from Coe. Braden DeMuth works it into the forecourt, passes over.
DeMuth!
And that's Garrett DeMuth knocks it down from mid-range to tie it up at 16 apiece.
Nice job defensively by both squads, not allowing any major runs to occur here since the onset of that first quarter.
Cross-court pass, New Love. Back over to Beeston. They work it around the perimeter. And there's a off-the-ball foul against the Truckers. This one's going against Ashton Coe. That'll be his first foul. I'm not quite a fan of that kind of a chant. If you want to chant at the team, that's fine, but we got a problem with officials and a shortage in this state. I don't know if you should be chanting at the officials during a game. I mean, whatever, student section does what they want, but I don't know.
Dean Nate No Fun Mullins.
I just
making
know.
sure that the officials in the student section is being.
Rogo with the shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Rothar. Dalton Chapin works it over to Rothar.
Now, is this a different Chapin, or did he come back out
No, you're thinking of his, I think it would have been his brother. That kid was, no, it might be actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he was just a one-sport athlete, or football and track. Oh, look at that! Drives
under the basket.
down low.
It's going to be a blocking foul. Actually, no, that's.
Is it a charge?
Yes, it'll be a blocking foul. So it's going to go against Rogo.
Wow.
Braden Rogo called for the foul. That's the fourth team foul on Tiffin Columbian. Comes at the 4:42 mark of the second quarter.
And Coe showing his experience there on the floor, forcing the young Rogo into a bad position to where he's going to draw that foul and then puts Coe up at the line.
And Coe knocks down the second free throw to put the Truckers on top by one. 17-16 your score. 4:40 to play here in the first half. Beeston takes the pass off the screen, sets up for three, no good. Rebound grab by Rothar. Truckers have possession now.
Interesting how they send two men in the block at the top of the perimeter for a guy like Logan Beeston. Makes it to where he's forced to either dish it down low or forced to take that risk from out. Oh, look at that.
Nice job by Shawberry. That entire possession, Tommy, he was just so pesky.
Yeah.
Out to Rogo for three. Bang! Bryce Rogo knocks down the three. And the Tornadoes take a 19-17 lead. Timeout on the floor called by Tiffin Columbian. We'll keep it right here. And Tommy, as I look at the stat sheet now, Logan Beeston with 6 points. And you look at Zach Shawberry's contributions, he does have 6 points as well. The 6'3 sophomore. Of course, stat sheet tonight brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Make sure you see your friends down at UIS for all of your insurance and investment needs, financial planning, anything. They'll take care of you. Go down and see your guy, Jeff Leopold, your homegrown Tiffin agent for UIS Insurance. As we look at the stat sheet once again, leading the way for Norwalk, Ashton Coe with 9 points. Behind him, Ben Rothhart with 4.
We expected a guy like Coe to really take the reins this season. What we talk about with that senior leadership being the only true returner for this Norwalk squad.
19-17. Columbian on top by 2.
Look at that. That move. Spins. Driving it all the way
Steps
down
on the
lane.
baseline, out of bounds.
Oh, man.
He really went coast to coast with that one, Tommy.
Coast to coast, came away empty-handed. I would have rather had the taters and toast.
Yeah. Beeston into the forecourt now, over to Rogo. That's Bryce. Back to Beeston. Sets up for 3. Beeston knocks it down. He looks at the sideline and says, you can't give me that much room. You can't give me that much room.
And that's what we talked about with Logan Beeston controlling the tempo here. He's not the guy you're going to send out in that screen, Nate.
No. Stolen away by Garcia. Down the floor, up into the paint, up with the shot, and good. Isaac Garcia puts the Tornadoes on top by 7 with 3:11 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, Norwalk going to take a quick time out here to stop the bleeding as this young squad. You don't want to get rattled too early. It's still 3:11 here in the second quarter, but as we talked about, these truckers just trucking along under Coach Adam Kresher. His first year takes over for Coach Steve Gray after 21 seasons. Coming into tonight 1-0 as a head coach. Yeah, we talked about sitting under that learning tree at Steve Gray. Kresher playing his athletic career for Steve Gray all them years ago when he was a coach at Lexington. Isn't that something?
That's crazy.
They're coming back.
Comes full circle, doesn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
That's awesome.
But the Tornadoes now 24-17 lead over the Truckers with 3:11 left here in this first half of action, Nate.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, Coach.
It's still got plenty of time, though, Tommy. If you're hungry, you can get your call into bench warmers, you know. I mean, you don't got to wait till the end of the broadcast.
That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking about.
Huh?
I was thinking about when you had Coach Travis Kinn on for the first episode this season of basketball for the Coach's Corner, live right there out at Bench Warmers, pretty much almost every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Tune in, sit under the learning tree with Nate Mullins and coaches from around the area. They get you set up for that week's contest in basketball.
Pass down low. Now they work it outside. 3-point shot from Chapin is no good. Rebound grabbed by Shawberry.
On an island. Beastin now. Jumper.
No good. Rebound grabbed by Chapin under the basket. I think there was another guy named Garrett Chapin, Tommy.
That's right.
That's what I remember, Garrett Chapin. Stolen away by Shawberry. That's his second steal. I think that's actually his third steal.
Yeah.
Shawberry works it back to Rogo. Braden spots up from 3, in and out. Rebound under the basket, grabbed by DeMuth. He's fouled from behind by Garcia. I forgot to mention tonight, timeouts are brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Of course, we want to make sure we give them a heads up and a shout out for all of their help. They've been a huge help to us along the way. We can't thank them enough. And big shout out to Jerry Weininger on his promotion to president at First National Bank of Sycamore. The old Jer Bear getting the promotion.
And a long 3 by DeMuth falls short, and Logan Beeston going to take it across.
And it's under the basket and thrown away as they were looking for Rogo, but Beeston just kind of lost control of that one.
Once again, Tiffin Columbian. This is their opening matchup of the season. Norwalk already 1-0 on the season after playing Ashland earlier last week. The Tornadoes trying to get that first W of the season.
Boy, they play some pesky defense on the carryover. When they get towards the timeline, man, they are all over them. Even under the basket, look at the defense. And they're going to get a foul called under the basket, but I'll tell you what, Tommy, they were scrapping for every possession down there.
Well, that's what it does, Sidney. It gets you off kilter when you start becoming smothered like a blanket. They're trying to force you into a bad situation, bad path, or just a bad shot. But DeMuth goes to the line, and he's going to drain the first one.
Braden DeMuth, senior, listed as a captain on the team. One of only 4 lettermen. DeMuth knocks that one down. And the Truckers now within 5, 24-19. 1:25 left to play here in the first half. Logan Beeston with it. He's got 9 points on the night. Over to the corner for Rogo. Back out to Newlove. Now Beeston with it. On the elbow. Out to Rogo for 3. Corner 3 is good for Braden Rogo. And now that increases your lead for Tiffin Columbian, 27-19. Rogo now with 5 points. And Shawberry's going to get called on the kickball violation. Got to go out of bounds. Back to the Truckers with 51 seconds left here in the first half. 27-19 your score, Columbian on top. Ashton Coe looking to inbound for the Truckers. Gets it into DeMuth. Now cross court for the other DeMuth, and that one's tipped out of bounds by Jack Newlove. Braden and Garrett DeMuth. I hope I'm getting that name right, because I feel like I'm butchering it. It might be DeMuth, and if it is, I apologize to the parents. Braden DeMuth over to Ashton Coe. Driving into the paint, up with a shot off the glass, and does not get the friendly roll. That one is tipped out of bounds, last touched by Tiffin Columbian. It'll stay with the Truckers. 37.2 seconds left here in the first half. 27-19. Under the basket. Little touch pass and a touch shot from Ashton Coe as he gets that one to go. 6-point lead for the Tornadoes. Down to 24 seconds left here in the first half. Logan Beeston calling out the play, top of the key.
You saw DeMuth call out the play defensively to that 1-1-3.
Yeah. And that's what you've seen pretty much all night from the Truckers. They haven't really gotten out of that set.
Smother the guy at the top of the key.
And Beeston has to throw it away. Coe with the full court shot. 3/4 court shot. That one nearly went. I'm telling you, Tommy, that was close. That was really close. Let's take a look at that one again. Can you pull up the replay on that one?
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. All right, and we're back here at Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall on the call with you. We have Austin Rodriguez running the camera tonight, and we have Greg Kinn on the ones and twos keeping us live. Once again, you're tuned in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Escodet Mexican Restaurant. We're here at halftime. Halftime show brought to you by TPC Food Service. Tommy, what an exciting first half of basketball here. We're ready. We are locked in. And I'll tell you, it feels like we just never left.
Yeah, it's about this first half played out just about as what you could expect it to. two young squads with some senior leadership, trying to gel, trying to start getting some rhythm together, feeling their identity here in week one for the Tiffin Tornadoes as they lead here at the half, 27-21. But as we talked about, the score sheets kind of indicate exactly what we highlighted during the keys to the game. Senior leadership being key, as we see right there for Norwalk. Ashton Coe, number 3, leading all scorers with 11 points, which is what you kind of expected to try to get him out there at the top of the key, the play caller, to get his guys in position to make some scores or to get the ball back to him. And same thing with the Tornadoes. A mirror matchup, if you will. Logan Beeston coming out on the floor, trying to lead this Tornado squad into their sets, call out the plays at the top of the key. And Logan Beeston leads the Tornadoes with 9 points here at the half.
So there you go. That's your stat sheet brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Once again, your score 27-21. Tiffin Columbian leading Norwalk. Tommy, we still have a little bit more of the halftime show. We got about 7.5 minutes. Let's go ahead and step aside, take one more time out, and then we'll come back and keep it with us for the rest of the halftime show. You are tuned in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Yeah. And we're back here at Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall, you're tuned into the halftime show brought to you by TPC Food Service. I want to take a moment and thank all of our sponsors once again for bringing you tonight's broadcast. Of course, tonight's broadcast is presented by Escaret Mexican Restaurant. We want to thank UIS Insurance and Investments, First National Bank of Sycamore, Phillips Electric, MST Sauce Company, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, TPC Food Service, Rogers Flowers, Steinman Signs and Graphic Inc., Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Buckeye IT, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, 5-Star Maintenance, Klaus Electric, and Sarah Risen, Century 21 Bolte in Tiffin. We're going to step aside, take a quick time out. We're going to watch the performance here at halftime, and then we'll come back just before the tip-off of the second half.
Absolutely, Nate. Again, you're watching the TPC halftime show here on Heart of Ohio Sports, hashtag Hoops on Hoos, right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Stay tuned.
All right, and we're back here at Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall on the call. We're live here for the halftime show brought to you by TPC Food Service. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. We are just about ready to start the second half of basketball.
Take me off.
Tommy, when you look at the stat sheet,
Twist the camera.
you look at the stat sheet, and Ashton Coe's leading the way. Logan Beeston leading the way for Tiffin Columbian. But when you talk about this game and the way things are playing out,
Just switch the camera. I know, get it off of us. My back is killing me from leaning back to be seen on the dang thing. Tired of it.
we're just about ready to start the second half of action here. Logan Beeston set to inbound for Tiffin Columbian. Now, what an exciting first half that was. And what a way to start out the basketball season here. We got a packed house, Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. The band put on a great performance at halftime. There's Braden Rogo with a shot up and in off the glass. Rogo now with 7 points. Of course, the stat sheet tonight brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Coe drives to the paint, puts it up, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Ashton Coe as Logan Beeston steps up to draw the foul. And that'll be the second foul on Coe. I think that's who they called it on. Yes. So 7:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Columbia leading.
Getting back into the fray.
His first minutes since the first couple of minutes.
Nice adjustment by Norwalk there as they've seen Garcia kind of zag through the lane a couple of times there. keeping some guys down low there to meet him.
Rothar up off the glass. No, grabs his own rebound, puts it up and puts it in. He said, give me my change. Garcia out on the perimeter. Works it over to Shawberry. Shawberry out to Rogo. Now over to Braden Rogo. Beeston. Off the screen. Pulls up from mid-range and knocks that one down. Boy, that was smooth. I'll tell you what.
Nice two-piece, didn't even get a biscuit.
31-23. Ashton Coe driving into the forecourt. Draws a triple team. That means somebody's open. They work it over. Gamble puts it up and in off the back of the rim. And that'll be his first basket of the ball game. Down low, that one's no good. Rebound grab by the Truckers. Now Mason Gamble with it. Drives it into the paint, up with the shot, and puts it in. Gamble with 2 quick baskets. The 6'4" sophomore guard.
They got in early foul trouble to the first stanza. Had quick 2 coming in now.
Bryce Rogo for 3, no good. Rebound grab by the Truckers, Grayson Malson. We're going to get a foul on the floor. Logan Beeston called on the foul. That'll be his second foul. Comes at the 5:52 mark here in the third quarter. Ashton Coe inbounds, gets it back from Gamble. Coe brings it into the forecourt. They pass it down low for Gamble. Under the basket, and he steps on the baseline. But they're going to call a foul?
Yep. Got shoved.
And that's going to go against Rogo. Braden Rogo's second foul. DeMuth looking to inbound. Braden DeMuth trying to get it in. Stolen away by Shawberry. Over to Rogo. Braden Rogo to the basket. Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled from behind by Rothar.
Almost like Rogo was anticipating it. He kind of let up as he's going up for that layup. I don't know if this was he was just blocked out of the way to the basket or what.
I think he was anticipating that foul, like you said, Tommy. Rogo knocks down that first free throw. Puts the Tornadoes back up by 5. 32-27 your score. 5:35 left here in the third quarter. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call. Greg Kinn manning the production side of things. Austin Rodriguez on the camera tonight.
Rodriguez gets a shot of that second foul, bouncing off the basket. As Rogo is only 1 of 1 there.
DeMuth on the right wing. Double team. Shawberry pokes it away, but DeMuth gets it back and then drives to the basket with it. And now the Truckers within 3, 32-29. Beeston driving into the paint, up with the shot, no, but he's fouled on his way to the basket. That's going to go against Gamble. No, they're going to say against Rothar. I think they caught a break on that one. That looked like it was against Gamble, but because he went to the, oh, are you kidding me? Right away.
Look at that.
Nice drive by Rogo. Lays it up and in. And that gives Braden Rogo 10 points now.
Beeston inbounds it to Rogo, draws that defender to follow Beeston out to the wing. And it allows an open lane there for Rogo to drive.
Ashton Coe, right wing for DeMuth, drives the baseline, puts it underneath for Rothar, now dishes it out for Gamble. Gamble, spin move, back out to Coe, resets, now under the basket for Rothar, puts it up and puts it in. And they're back to within 3, 34-31. Beeston into the forecourt now, pulls up from 3, no. Rebound, grabbed by the Truckers. Malson grabs the rebound. Coe into the forecourt, dishes it back to Malson. Now over to DeMuth for 3 from the left wing, no good. Coe tips it. It goes.
Saves it.
He saves it, and DeMuth able to grab the loose ball, put it up and in.
Finishes the
and the
play.
Truckers within 1 are showing a lot of fight tonight. Tornadoes got to pick up the energy, especially on the defensive end.
Little 8-2 run there by the Truckers.
Let's see if that.
Draw
See if we
within
caught the
one
replay
now.
on that one here.
Look at that, one more time. Just keeping the ball alive. Cole taking charge down low, out to Demuth as he finishes the play, lays it up there to draw the Truckers up in by one. As Columbian and Travis Ken, he about came, he came out glued off his seat. He could have called that timeout fast enough.
He is, he's heated over there. Of course, timeouts tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. We'll take this time out to thank all of our sponsors.
A Ken with a temper? No way.
No. We want to thank our presenting sponsors, Cadet Mexican Restaurant, as well as UIS Insurance and Investments, First National Bank of Sycamore, Phillips Electric, MST Sauce Company, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, TPC Food Service, Rogers Flowers, Steinman Signs and Graphic Inc., Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Buckeye IT, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, 5-Star Maintenance, Klaus Electric, and Sarah Risen, Century 21 Bolte in Tiffin.
I think they're all twins.
Rogo over to Shawberry. He's going to get called for the travel. Shuffled his feet before he put the ball on the floor. Now those are the kind of student chants I live for. I love it. Let him have it. Stolen away by Rogo.
Sloppy pass by Cole.
Rogo over to Braden Rogo. Now corner shot for Shawberry. Off the rim, no. Grabbed by Maulson. Now over to Demuth. Now back to Coe. Ashton Coe. Driving. Dishes under for Maulson. Now back out Demuth for three. Off the front of the rim, no. Rogo grabs the rebound. Beeston.
Oh, man, a little chippy. Gamble wanted the foul earlier on. Rogo gave him another little nudge to let him know that he's here. So you want to foul here? I'll make sure you get it.
I will say, Gamble really sold that one. Kind of was already falling, and then he just kind of flew his arms back. Got feet tangled up. I don't think anything happened there.
Yeah, but the second time around, that's where...
But he's probably one of those kids that signed up for drama class already, so all good.
Yeah, learn how to sew.
That's right. Absolutely, that's part of the game. And he's doing a good job of it so far here in the second half. Made an impact off the bench. And an off-the-ball foul. This is going to go against Braden Demuth. A little bit of an off elbow there, saying, hey, get off me. But, you know, they're watching that. Not sure what the discussion is here.
Clock was, yeah, just the clock here.
Yeah, the clock never stopped. That's all right. Earlier he gave a point. He gave 2 points to Bryce Rogo instead of Braden earlier too, so that's all good. First night, everybody's got to get their jitters out. We had little bugs. Everything, it happens, folks. It happens. No worries.
Oh, geez.
Rogo's going to get called for the off-the-ball foul. That'll turn the ball back over to the Tornadoes, or to the Truckers, I should say. Inbound to Ashton Coe. Tense couple of minutes here at Columbian Gymnasium as Isaac Garcia is going to be called for the foul. That'll be the 5th team foul against Tiffin Columbian at the 2:51 mark of the third period, Tommy.
Garcia's blocking foul, pushing Cole out of bounds there. Seemingly. Jumper. As Gamble
under the basket, grabs the loose ball, puts it up, and puts it in.
And now the Truckers will take over the lead, 35-34, 2:34 here in the third period. Columbian Gymnasium starting to heat up. Gamble's gonna go to the line too. +1.
And he knocks it down to convert on the three-point play. Beeston into the forecourt now. Tornadoes trailing by 2, 36-34. Truckers have put together a nice run here in this third quarter behind Mason Gamble. And Gamble's gonna get called for the reach-in as he's been handsy with Beeston all night. So, I mean, it's just a matter of which ones are they gonna call and which ones aren't they gonna call. Yeah, the student section's pretty close to getting a tech. I'm pretty sure the referee can call it technical. Beeston knocks down the three. Tornadoes back on top by 1. Double team. And we're going to get a foul on the Tornadoes. Zach Shawberry called on the foul. It's getting a little tense. That's 7 now on the Tornadoes, and that'll put the Truckers in the bonus.
Already with 2:02 just in the third quarter.
That's right.
Got a whole other stanza of action to go.
37-36 Tornadoes. Ashton Coe toes the line.
That's a big old swig coming into your living room.
That's right. And that tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Tornadoes. Inbound to Ashton Coe. And that's going to put DeMuth at the line for a 1-and-1. 8th team foul on Tiffin Columbian just in the third quarter. Tornadoes still holding on to a 1-point lead, 37-36. Logan Beeston leading the way with 14 points. DeMuth knocks down the first one, and it ties the game at 37 apiece. 1:57 left here in the third quarter.
DeMuth on this free throw, chance to go into double digits on the night.
And he knocks it down. Puts the Truckers up by 1. And we got some substitutions here as Mason Gamble takes a seat. Timeout called on the floor. Timeouts brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. We'll keep it right here with 1:57 left here in the third quarter. It's a looks like a full timeout. So once again, Tommy, this is a back and forth third quarter here as the Truckers started out. I mean, they're trailing by 6 going into that third quarter, but they put together a nice little run here, and they have taken the lead against the Tornadoes, 38-37.
Yeah, bowling shoe ugly third period by both squads in that respect. A lot of foul trouble, a lot of back and forth, a little chit-chatting and jawing between the student sections. I mean, all the things that make up a great high school basketball game.
That's right.
But if you're the Tornadoes, you got to be able to cancel out that noise. As you've seen with Logan Beeston's huge three that allowed the Tornadoes to take back that lead. But, man, after some pesky defense by the Truckers and some foul trouble by the Tornadoes, the Truckers have been able to make up those points left on the floor at the foul line and able to do some damage by getting those offensive boards as well.
Yeah, and that's really been a thorn in the side of Tiffin Columbian here tonight is those offensive rebounds.
Yeah, those rebounds have not been there for the Tornadoes at all.
Beeston working on Coe. Cross-court pass for Shawberry.
Especially when you got 5 lined up at the perimeter. You got
Beeston over to the corner for New Love. Out to Rogo. Braden Rogo drives it into the paint, puts it up, puts it in. He's going to be called for the foul. Offensive foul called against Braden Rogo.
Frustrating.
That's a frustrating call because for Rogo, the defender put his shoulder into him and he gets the call. I get where he's coming from on that one. I mean, if you watch the replay, I mean, you got replay on your YouTube features. Go back and watch it. Defender throws that shoulder right into him. But nevertheless, Truckers take possession with a 1-point lead, 38-37. Rothar down low, spin move, puts it up. No, short with that one. It goes out of bounds off of Maulson and back to the Tornadoes. 1:08 left to play here in the third quarter. Garcia now with it. Work it over to Beeston. Corner three. Off the rim, no. DeMuth grabs the rebound. And Coe now with it. Over the timeline into the forecourt. Winding down the third quarter here. Down to 40 seconds left here in the third. Ben Rothar. Over to Braden DeMuth.
It's just such a tough position to be in because the supporting cast.
What a pass by Maulson. Brayson Maulson finds a cutting DeMuth to the basket, who lays it off the glass and in.
Like I said, the supporting cast for the Tornadoes haven't really been able to get anything going because your second leading scorer has 4 fouls and your third leading scorer.
Newlove to the basket, puts it up and in. Jack Newlove
has 3, so
brings the Tornadoes to within 1, and that is the end of the third quarter. 40-39, Norwalk leading Tiffin Columbian. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
And we're back here at Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. We're set to start the fourth quarter of action. Tiffin Columbian trailing Norwalk 40-39. The Truckers put together one solid third quarter of action there. They were trailing by 6. They now lead by 1 going into the fourth quarter.
That's what I was saying before we went to the break. Logan Beeston with 14 points here tonight. Your supporting cast in foul trouble. As you see, Shawberry with 3 fouls on the evening, along with Rogo with 4 already. So, I mean, you got to save that for the fourth period here, Nate.
And because the contest was so tight, they never got a chance to work in really any backups.
Absolutely. So now you got to kind of forget that third quarter and win it here in the fourth if you're Norwalk or Columbian, as this game just a 1-point differential.
Rothar working on Rogo. Now over to DeMuth. Braden DeMuth gives it over to Maulson. Brayson Maulson puts it on the floor, had it poked away, gets it back. Now gives it out to Rothar. Rothar had it poked away. And Beeston with the steal. Beeston into the forecourt now. Off the screen, gives it over to Garcia. Gives up an open look, over to Shawberry, into the paint, up with the shot. Oh, nice little floater for Zach Shawberry. As he gets that one to go, that puts him in double figures on the night. 10 points for Zach Shawberry, 7:13 left here in the ballgame. Stolen away by Shawberry. Pushes it down the floor, cross court to Garcia. Garcia into the paint, cross court. Shawberry for 3, in and out.
Rolls out of the basket.
Rebound grab by DeMuth.
That's exactly what Norwalk was looking for. Slow it down here after 2 quick turnovers resulted in Tornado points. Tornadoes lead by 1.
Rothar with it, top of the key, gives it over to Garrett DeMuth. Now over to Braden. Now Braylon. Grayson. Maulson. Now DeMuth has it. Works it over to Gamble. 1-point lead for the Tornadoes, 41-40. Gamble down low for Maulson, and we're going to get a foul from behind on Shawberry. Wow, that was pretty touchy. I don't know about that one.
A little push from behind.
They are really.
I thought
they have no tolerance tonight for any fouls of any kind.
I thought it was more of a mishandle by Molson. They get caught a push in the back there.
Yep. So that puts the Truckers in the double bonus now, as Molson unable to convert on the first. He'll get another one though.
We'll see if ball lies here.
Brayson Molson at the line, senior forward. Puts it up and puts it in.
Ball don't lie.
41-41. Tied up here in the fourth quarter. 6:10 left to play. Garcia over to the corner. Bryce Rogo. Rogo had it stolen away by Molson. Down to Rothar, into the paint, up with the shot. No. Oh, they're going to call that a blocking foul. That's going to go against Garrett Prenslin. And that will put Ben Rothar at the line for 2 shots. Tied at 41 apiece, 6 minutes to play. Rothar's first shot, no good. Stays at 41 all. Ben Rothar toes the line. He's got 8 points and 2 fouls here tonight. Rothar gets that one to go for his 9th point. And Beeston takes it off the inbound. Into the forecourt now. Logan Beeston, senior. Working on Gamble. Step back, 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by DeMuth. Full court pass, stolen away by Beeston. Beeston works it, spin move, into the paint, off the glass, no, but he's fouled from behind. That'll give him 2 shots at the line.
Beeston there on that offensive series, just deciding to take over, wanting to get the lead back so the team can work.
42-41 Norwalk. Beeston at the line.
Stifle that momentum that Norwalk has right now.
Yeah. Logan Beeston toes the line. First shot up and in, ties it up at 42 apiece. As we look at the stat sheet brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments, Logan Beeston now with 15 points, leading all scorers. And Beeston, second shot up and in. Made them both. Gives him 16 points on the night and gives the Tornadoes a 1-point lead, 43-42. 5:36 left to play here in the ballgame. Mason Gamble gives it over to Rothar. Now to DeMuth, working on Isaac Garcia. DeMuth on the floor, up with the shot, off the glass, puts it in, and he draws the foul. Garrett Prenslin's going to be called on the foul. That's his first. But that sends DeMuth to the line for a potential 3-point play.
Trading of scores here throughout the first stanza of action here in the fourth period.
DeMuth knocks it down, gives him 3 points the old-fashioned way. And he's also got 15 points here tonight. Garcia drives the baseline, had that one tipped away by Ashton Coe and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tornadoes. 5:02 left to play here in the ballgame. Truckers with a 2-point lead, 45-43. Logan Beeston looking to inbound. Gets it into Braden Rogo. Now Bryce. Bryce spots up from 3, in and out. The rebound grabbed by Ashton Coe. Coe pushes it down for Gamble. Up with Rothar. Rothar off the glass and in. And that was good quality team offense right there as everybody gets a touch. 4-point lead for the Truckers. Shawberry for 3, in and good for Shawberry. set. Shawberry knocks it down to bring the Tornadoes to within one. I tell you, Tommy, they're relying on that three-point shot a lot here tonight.
Yeah, nothing down low going for the Tornadoes.
A timeout called by Norwalk. Timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. We'll keep it right here. 4:07 left to play. Of course, we want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight for bringing you high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Special thanks to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, our presenting sponsor, as well as UIS Insurance and Investments, First National Bank of Sycamore, Phillips Electric, MST Sauce Company, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, TPC Food Service, Rogers Flowers, Steinman Signs and Graphic Inc., Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Buckeye IT, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, 5-Star Maintenance, Klaus Electric, and Sarah Risen, Century 21 Bolte in Tiffin. Of course, I had a lot of people reach out to me over the last couple of weeks, ever since football was over, and asking about commercials. How do I get a commercial? What do I got to do to get a commercial? Well, you know what? We partnered up with Dead Shark Productions to produce our video commercials. Now, this partnership means that you will see high-quality video commercials produced locally by one of the best video production crews in the area. And if you like what you see, you want to take your marketing plan to the next level, give me a call, 567-207-5041, or you can shoot me an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com. Let me customize a plan that works for you. Coe working on Beeston. Ashton Coe driving, up with the shot. No good. Rebound grab by Braden Rogo. 47-46 Truckers. Beeston into the forecourt. Pulls up from mid-range. No. And we got a fight for the ball. Jump ball. And possession arrow favors the Tornadoes.
Tornado possession.
Beeston trying to take charge in this one. Long inbound pass to Garcia.
Rogo. New Love. Now back to Rogo. Bryce Rogo. Over to Garcia. 47-46 Truckers. Now to Logan Beeston. Off the screen. Cross-court pass Garcia. Under the basket. Rogo, and had it tipped away and stolen by the Truckers. Ashton Coe. Brayson Malson into the forecourt now. Pulls it back, and they reset. They hold a one-point lead. Yeah.
Yeah, nice job by the Truckers to notice that and reset.
Well, he didn't have the advantage. It was a 2-1 advantage for Tiffin Columbian, so he was a wise move by Malson. And there he digs it out. And we got a timeout. Once again, timeouts brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. It's just a 30-second timeout. It gives me enough time to tell you about our friends at 5-Star Maintenance. You know, at 5-Star Maintenance, their mission is to exceed the expectations of their clients and execute each project with precision from start to finish. If your commercial construction project needs immediate attention, their highly skilled and efficient team is ready to tackle even the most challenging projects. Call Tim today at 419-443-0414 and let them come up with a plan for you. Three minutes to play here in the ball game. Truckers holding on to a 1-point lead. They have possession. 10 team fouls on the Tornadoes means they're going to have to play these possessions very tight, but they're going to have to play safe.
Absolutely.
Luckily, the Truckers really haven't done that much damage at the free throw line.
We're getting some Fabergé calls here in the fourth quarter that can lend themselves to where, again, they can get you out of your rhythm.
Garcia with the steal on the floor. DeMuth gets it back. Rothar throws a bow. Rogo tries to... I don't get that call. Rothar just basically threw an elbow and ran into him, and he gets the call. I don't. Some of these calls have been really questionable, but hey, there's an official shortage, and it's pretty evident.
Again, you see Rothar up at the line, misses that first one.
In and out. Ball don't lie. What'd I tell you, folks? That wasn't no foul. Rogo at the elbow. Nice spin move to the basket. Oh, and he lays it up and in. What a move by Bryce Rogo. They give the Tornadoes a 1-point lead, 48-47. Rothar with it. Top of the key. Gives it off to DeMuth. Nearly loses it, gets it back. Back out to Coe, Ashton Coe. He's got 11 points on the night. Resets, gives it off to Mason Gamble. Now Ben Rothar with it. Down to 1:55 left to play in the ballgame. Braden DeMuth. Working on Isaac Garcia, now back to Ashton Coe.
Mano y mano.
I'm telling you, with no shot clock, sometimes it's just so frustrating as a fan, but man, and Garcia's gonna get called for the reach in. That'll be his fourth.
Came out and around.
Oh, that's his third. No, his fourth. That'll put Ashton Coe at the line for 2 shots.
Not the guy you want to foul.
Nope. Truckers trail by 1. They have their senior leader at the line, Ashton Coe. 6-foot senior guard, Ashton Coe. First shot up and hits every part of the rim and falls in to tie the game at 48 apiece.
Now a chance to take back the lead. Throughout the final 6 minutes here, Nate, these two squads have traded leads 3 times, each by 1 point.
Touches the front, the back, and into the rim it goes. And the Truckers take a 1-point lead, 49-48, with 1:30 left to play here in the ballgame. Shawberry over to Rogo. Rogo stolen away by DeMuth. Cross-court pass, and just DeMuth stepped right into it and stole it away. Now a little floater in the lane. No! Shawberry grabs the rebound. Rogo over to Beeston. Beeston driving into the paint. Kicks it out. Rogo now back to Beeston. Now spots up, long three, in and out. Rebound grab by Shawberry. Goes up for it. No good. Foul on the floor. Are they going to give him the shot? Oh, they're going to say a 1-and-1, so it was on the floor before the shot. So Shawberry at the line on a 1-and-1 situation here. 7 fouls on the Truckers. That puts Zach Shawberry at the line. Chance to tie and potentially take the lead for the Tornadoes here.
Gotta be ready defensively if you're Norwalk on this 1-on-1.
Shawberry, first shot, and that one is pure. Nothing but the bottom of the net. He's cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Mr. Cucumber, a.k.a. Cool as A.
Bang! Hits them both.
Now less than a minute to go. Tornadoes with a 1-point advantage. Yeah, I believe that Norwalk's got to be wanting to try to keep this the last possession. They've been doing a tremendous job offensively of luring the Tornadoes into uncomfortable situations. And now when you're in deep water here, you're going to be swimming with sharks down low.
Maulson now with it. Feeds it over to Gamble. Cross court, DeMuth. Down to 30 seconds left in the ball game. 50-49. Columbian leading Norwalk. DeMuth in the corner. Thought about a 3, drives the baseline. No! Rebound tipped out. Grabbed by Garcia, and he's on the baseline when he touches the ball. It'll go back to the Truckers. 16.3 seconds left to play. Trucker basketball.
Nice job by DeMuth to drive to the lane after seeing that 3-pointer contested. Didn't want to just throw it away. Tries to make a move in the timeout.
Wise timeout called right there by Adam Kreischer. Wow, that was a big-time situation right there, and he wants to make sure his guys are all in the right mindset. Timeouts, of course, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. And folks, I'm telling you what, we really have to thank our sponsors once again for bringing you tonight's ball game, because this has been one heck of a treat for game one of the high school basketball season. Thanks to our presenting sponsor, Cadet Mexican Restaurant, as well as UIS Insurance and Investments, First National Bank of Sycamore, Phillips Electric, MST Sauce Company, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, TPC Food Service, Rogers Flowers, Steinman Signs and Graphic Inc., Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Buckeye IT, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, 5-Star Maintenance, Klaus Electric, and Sarah Risen, Century 21 Bolte in Tiffin. You know, Tommy, it's about that time of the year. Are you still asking yourself what you want to get for the people that matter the most to you?
I probably wait about 24 hours prior, but go ahead.
Well, you know what you got to do? You got to stop in and see Brian and his wonderful staff today at Rogers Flowers in downtown Tiffin. Rogers Flowers is truly your one-stop destination for all of your special occasion needs.
And ornaments, a lot of stuff for
That's
the
right.
Decorations around the holiday.
And who knows, you might just see Santa in there.
Well, tomorrow you'll be able to see Santa over at my workshop.
Uh-oh.
Route 30 Harley-Davidson. Santa Claus.
15 seconds. Coe over to Demuth. Demuth. Nice defense by Garcia. Down to 5 seconds. Ashton Coe, 4, 3, puts it up. No! Rebound grab by Rogo! And the Tornadoes are going to close it out, and they'll win game one of the 2022-23 campaign. 50-49 is your final score. Tiffin Columbian steals one at home. Wow. What a ball game, folks. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, where we will present our player of the game, brought to you by MST Sauce Company. It's all coming to you next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. All right, and we're back here at Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call, and you're tuned into the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, 50-49 is your final score. Wow, what a ball game for game one, Tommy. We're back in the saddle.
Yeah,
woo!
not a lot of razzle-dazzle out there on the floor, but a defensive matchup and a slugfest through and through. Throughout those 48 minutes, as Tiffin Columbian coming away 1-0 now on the season after dispatching lake rival Norwalk, who came into tonight under a new coaching regime, riding the wave of momentum, coming in tonight 1-0. Now the Tornadoes can say they started their 2022-23 campaign on the right foot, going 1-0 here tonight after holding out there in the final seconds. We talked about it. That fourth quarter alone, last 8 minutes, 4 lead changes up to the final minute, to where, again, this one decided just by a point, and that was the story of pretty much that whole second half.
Absolutely, and that's pretty much the story of the game. I mean, you talk about the way that game closed out. You know, Tornadoes had a 6-point lead going into halftime. These Truckers came back, and they came out to fight in that second half, especially that third quarter. Got contributions from Mason Gamble after he got into early foul trouble. He was able to come back, make some significant contributions there in the third quarter. But I tell you, really the game, to me, the guy who stood out the most, man, you can't say enough about Zach Shawberry and the job that he did tonight on both ends of the floor. What do you have, at least 5 steals tonight, Tommy?
Yeah, and then they also coupled that with 13 points on the evening. I mean, double-digit performance, doing it on both ends of the floor. That's what matters. That's what matters most. And, you know, again, you can win by a little or a lot, but you only need to win by one. Tiffin Columbian Bowling Shoe, ugly second half, but comes away with that 1-point win, 50-49. And we'll go ahead and, with that, name our player of the game for tonight, MSC Sauce Company. I mean, man.
I don't think I mean, Logan Beeston's going to win this award a few times this year. You can just go ahead and chalk that up, folks. But tonight, to me, the guy who stood out the most, Zach Shawberry. What an incredible performance tonight. I mean, just stepping up when his team needed him the most. Especially, you know, there with the defensive end of the floor. I mean, that's something that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet brought to you by UIS Insurance. It's something that just kind of, I mean, the grit he showed, the tenacity that he showed, I mean, that's just something that, I mean, you know, that's the reason why he's the player of the game.
Again, and to come into this season just like a sleeping giant, literally. I mean, he came in, you know, a couple inches taller, really growing into his frame. I don't know if he comes from the dental fame, but I mean, tonight, if you sleep on Zach Shawberry, he'll catch you sleeping, and the Tooth Fairy does a great job defensively on the floor, picking up 5 teeth tonight and 13 points out on the floor.
You guys want to take another look at how this one ended?
Yeah, let's take a look at that ending. Once again, here's your replay of the conclusion of tonight's ball game.
So you got Carver reach in there trying to keep under control defensively and keeping your emotion in check, and there it was.
I'm surprised when Rogo came down with that rebound that they didn't get a quick foul to try to save some of that time, Tommy. Yep. But, you know, with there was only a second left after he grabbed that rebound, so wouldn't have been much they would have been able to do with it. But what a ball game. For Columbia to get into that foul trouble in the third quarter, have 10 fouls with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and still come away with a victory here tonight, it just shows, man, this team, they got a lot of grit.
Absolutely, and what a treat it was to come out for Heart of Ohio Sports opening basketball game of the season and see Tiffin Columbian in a tightly contested matchup against Norwalk. 50-49 is your score, and man, again, we're just getting started this winter, and our winter broadcast schedule continues here on Heart of Ohio Sports as we continue to have not only just a slate of games available for you, but a whole new slate of content that'll get you primed and ready for all the winter sports in the area. We're talking on Monday. Tune in on the Pulse on Mondays at 8 p.m. Tuesday.
Well, don't forget about Sunday, Tommy. We got Sunday. We got the Fantasy Focus. The boys from the Over Under podcast coming on every Sunday morning for your NFL fantasy football fix. And then you got Monday, the Pulse. Tuesday, Coach's Corner, when we don't have a basketball game. But, I mean, you talk about it. We got a busy schedule, man. A lot of stuff going on. Wednesday, tune in for the Over Under podcast. Thursday, the return of Mulling It Over this past Thursday. Had Cody Dahl on, Tim Matthews. If you didn't get a chance, go back, watch the interview. Great stuff, good content, and we're just providing more and more of it. Tommy, that's what we're trying to do is the more content we can provide to you, the better I feel like we can provide a better quality product, you know?
Absolutely, and again, we want to thank you for your support here on Heart of Ohio Sports, you the fans. So we ask you once again to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitch, on YouTube. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Help us grow those numbers. That way you can get notifications right there to your phone that, hey, Heart of Ohio Sports coming on, and your favorite team's going to be on the floor, and you don't have to go anywhere. You just open up your phone, and right there at a touch of a button, Heart of Ohio Sports, bringing you the most in-depth and accurate coverage in Seneca County. And, again, man, Nate, what a tremendous one we were treated to tonight as Heart of Ohio Sports. I think that's going to do it for me.
Back in the saddle again, partner. I tell you what, it's just like old days, just like old times. I mean, it feels like just yesterday we were at the Stroh Center wrapping things up on our basketball season last year, and here we are right set again for the tip-off of the 2022-23 campaign. Once again, thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. This Sunday, Fantasy Focus Over Under podcast. Tune in right around 9 a.m. Around 9 a.m. And then we'll have some other content coming your way. I think the Kill 'Em With Kindness podcast is going to be set for a Monday broadcast this week as opposed to Sunday. So keep your eyes peeled for that on the MST Pub Tiffin page. Of course, the Pulse podcast every Monday night. Make sure you tune in. And the next time we'll be broadcasting will be next, I think, Thursday? Let me check, make sure I got that right. Yes, next Thursday, Mohawk versus New Riegel, live from Sycamore, as long as I can hear back from Chip Dietrich on that one, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, we'll figure something out for next week. But for now, for Tommy Hall and Austin Rodriguez, I'm Nate Mullins. And, of course, for the Wizard, Greg Kinn, thanks for tuning in, folks. Make sure you share the video, like, follow, subscribe, all of our platforms. Have a good night, everybody. You've been tuned in on the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Have a great night.